So I'd like to read aloud another nonfiction text titled Earth's Water. Please track along and read along with me. So we've been learning a lot about water. Water surface area, tension, the properties of water, what happens when water gets extremely cold, density of water, volume of water. So I'd like to read more about how water is everywhere. So our table of contents states some headers. Water is everywhere, page 4. Different forms of water, 7. Changing water, 11. Water is important, 14. Our glossary and index. And as I read these, I like to flip them into questions like, what does it mean that there are different forms of water? And we may know the answer to that already. So water everywhere. Water is in ponds, lakes, and oceans. It flows in rivers and streams. It is in the air and frozen as snow and ice. Most of Earth is covered with, you know it, water. Plants and animals need water to live. What are some ways you use Earth's water? Different forms of water. Most of the water we see is liquid. Liquid water takes the shape of the container it is in. Not all water is liquid, as we know. When water gets very cold, it freezes. It becomes solid. Solid water is called ice, as we know. Much of Earth's frozen water is at the North and South poles. Some of Earth's water is invisible. It is in the air. This water is a gas. So I thought this was a strong text to summarize key points about what we've been learning. Changing water. Water is always changing. When frozen water is heated, it melts. It changes to a liquid. When liquid water gets cold, it freezes. It changes to ice. Have you ever seen a puddle of water dry up on a hot day? Energy from the sun changed the liquid water into gas. This is called evaporation. When invisible water in the air gets cold, it can make clouds. Clouds are tiny drops of liquid water. Those drops can get bigger, then they fall as rain. Water is important. Rain keeps plants alive. We fight fires with water. Animals take baths in water. It is important to take care of Earth's water. Polluted water makes people, plants, and animals sick. Would you want to drink and play in polluted water? So here is our glossary. As we know, these are important words to the text. Evaporation, freezes, gas, invisible, liquid, melts, polluted, solid. Again, this is a recap and summary of some of our key points about water.